Hi, it's Fabz and welcome to a Fab Kitchen. Today we are starting off episode 3 of the Chinese Unchopped series. Today we're doing the steamed aubergine with spring onion and garlic dressing, and I'm really excited for this one. I mean, every single one I've said I'm excited for, but this one especially because I love aubergine. When I say I love aubergine, I literally think it's my favorite vegetable. Like literally it's amazing. It is amazing, and especially in like Chinese cuisine, it is cooked to perfection. The way they like spice it up, it really brings out the flavour of aubergine, which I totally love. So let's get started. We've got our aubergine, eggplant, whatever you want to call it, and we're going to peel it. Just going to take the little bit at the end off and we're going to peel it. All done. I'm gonna get a bowl and we're gonna chuck these in some cold water. Got our salt. It says about a teaspoon. I'd say that's about a teaspoon. I'm gonna mix it together like this so it's all coated, and then chuck some cold water over. There we go. Next, I am gonna fill a pan with water. And we're going to steam the aubergine. I've got this steamer, so it's one that you actually quite often see in China. So I found this in an Oriental supermarket. I'm sure you can get one. I got this ages ago. Like, can you see how frayed it is? But we're going to put the aubergine on this once the water's boiled, and we're going to steam it that way. And I'm sure you can use just a normal steamer if you want to, but I love the taste that you get when you use a bamboo steamer, so I'm going to use this. Water's on and is heating up. I'm going to make some rice because I'll be serving it with rice for lunch. But I thought I'd show you how exactly I make my rice, because like literally I don't know how, but I am the master of rice. Well, when it comes to basmati rice, I am the master. But I'm going to show you how exactly I make my rice, and I learnt from my mum, and I actually learnt a cool trick. So usually I used to just eyeball it, but now I learnt a cool trick just to make sure that rice is like perfect every single time, and I learned it from my boss in China. So I'll show you, I'll take you on that journey. So I start off with a whisk. I put the rice in. Now I'm just gonna go and wash this rice. I'm sure you can hear the water trying to boil in the background, but let's focus on the rice. So I'm just going to chuck it in a pan, and I always end up with some everywhere. Like, usually I like to use a pan that's like the perfect size of the whisk. Am I quite well? Like, what is going on? I don't know why I'm confusing a sieve with a whisk and a whisk with a sieve. I'm so very confused watching this back, so I apologize to all of you viewers. I personally make sure that my rice is always seasoned. So this little cube is my best friend in the kitchen. Honestly, like, my whole family uses this cube, this tiny little cube, and we just love it. So I call it a Maggi cube, but I think it's because I learned it from my dad, and obviously my dad's French, but I think you pronounce it as Maggie in England, and to me that's just wild. That is just wild. Maggie, can you imagine like naming it after a Simpsons character? That, you're right, I'm gonna call it Maggie, but this is amazing. So I put this in my rice. So you just like press it. This is what I do. I press it. It's kind of like, you know, when you OXO cubes. I just press it to make sure that it's like no longer in a cube form. Then you go open it up. And it's just it's the cleanest way to do it, so you don't really get it on your hands. And then I just sprinkle. I go like this and I sprinkle it all over. And yeah, like your rice can turn a little bit coloured, but who cares? As long as it's tasting good, innit? Now all I do is stir it in, make sure everywhere is coated. Try and bring these other little bits, the little strays, the strays of rice away. And you just mix it in. And then I'm gonna cover it with water. It makes me proper weak. When I say proper weak, I mean proper weak. When I see people draining their rice, I'm just like, excuse me. You know, if like they put excess water, I'm like, where the flavour? And then people who don't even season their rice, I'm like, Lord have mercy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But just, hopefully this trick will help you. If you're one of those people who actually have to end up draining their rice, please just watch this video and take notes. Like, get your pad and your pen out, because you can't be having no seasonless bland rice. No, not in my house. No, you can't be having a bland rice and watery rice. Or if someone served me watery rice, good Lord, I'll be like, oh, thank you, okay, goodbye, friendship is over. No, I'm joking. It's not that bad, it's not that deep, but basically, like, be careful with your rice. Let's pour the water over. I will show you my trick. So first of all, I want to make sure everything is covered. Make sure all of the rice is in. And so I kind of eyeball it to make sure that there's around 1 centimeter of water over this rice. And so the way that I was taught by my boss in China, put your finger in. As soon as you touch the rice, bring it out. Can you focus, please? Please and thank you. Okay, can you see, like, right here is like where the water stops, and it's about 1 centimeter, and so that's when I know I need to stop adding water. I might add a tiny bit more just because it's not even. I just cover it, put it on the hob on high, and as soon as it starts, well, medium high, as soon as it starts boiling, you need to turn it down quickly so it's on low and it's just simmering, and that's how you get really good rice. Just before all the water is all gone at the bottom, you want to turn off the heat, and if you've got a gas cooker, I like to leave it on the hob because it cools down quite quickly. Leave it on the hob, and so you're just allowing all the other grains of rice to soak up that excess steam that's in there. And yeah, that's just the way I do it, and I never really time it. Some people time it, but I'm like, rice is temperamental, so you gotta really keep your eye on it. And yeah, that's how I make my rice. But I'll show you the end result. I'm just gonna put it on now. Look at this. Can you see it? Hopefully you focused. But look at this rice. I just dropped some. It's so soft and fluffy. It tastes good. Have some more. Perfection. So, if you are someone who is pouring out your water because you don't know the balance, just follow this recipe, okay? I like basmati rice. I also like brown rice. I'm not really a fan of long grain rice. And maybe it's because I just had some and I didn't realise I ordered the easy cook. When I said it was disgusting, like, it was spongy, I was like, excuse me, what are you doing? Am I eating plastic? It was like I dropped it on the floor and it bounced. Now we're just gonna drain the aubergine because the water is boiled, and we're just gonna put it in a steamer. But I'm gonna show you one important step that you need to do before you put this in the steamer. With this and this. Next, we're gonna put all the dressing ingredients together. So let's go do that. Soy sauce. Might as well just use it all up. Rice vinegar. Granulated sugar. Chili oil. Just a teaspoon this time. Sesame oil. Those are all the liquid ingredients, so I'm just going to sort out the rest. So the rest are garlic, spring onion and coriander, so I'm just going to get those chopped up now. The dressing's done. Now we've just got to wait for the aubergine to fully cook, and there goes the timer. I've just lifted the lid off and I'm going to use a fork just to see whether it's actually cooked. So you can see if the fork goes in quite easily, which it is, it means it's ready. Aubergine is ready and smelling so good. So we're just going to put this in a bowl, chuck the sauce over it, and we'll see how it tastes. Okay, it's looking beautiful. And all we have to do is chuck this sauce over. Honestly, it's so easy. It really does smell amazing. Let me just try it first. That is lovely. I think as a sauce alone, it's nice. But I don't think it holds ground. But I think with the aubergine, it's really gonna, because it's like a nice subtle, like you've really got all those, the spices, the fragrance from the garlic and the coriander and sesame oil, and so I'm really looking forward to this. I think it will really bring out the flavors of the aubergine because it is quite subtle. So let's go try it out. I'm just gonna pour it over. Oh, this looks so good. We're just gonna mix it about, I guess, just to make sure everything is nice and coated in this beautiful sauce. Oh, goodness. Goodness, good Lord, have mercy. It is now time to dine. I cannot wait to eat this. So I would eat this with rice and I'll do that for my lunch, but I'm just gonna try it the way it's intended. Okay, let's do this. Oh, this is good. This is really good. It's like really sweet and there's like a subtle hint of heat. This is not like the glass noodle chicken salad. Ooh! Oh! There's a kick. Ooh. This is not anything like that in terms of the heat. This is so perfect. When I say they got the heat to a T, they really did. And the coriander, I know it like, coriander's kind of like Marmite, either you love it or you hate it. But honestly, like this dish would not be this dish without the coriander. I know people say it's like tastes soapy. It's a lie. Your taste buds are incorrect. I don't care. Viewers out there who do not like coriander, just try dishes with it. I'm not asking you to eat. Just take like a bunch of coriander and just munch on it. I'm not asking you to eat a bush. All I'm saying is just try this, because this coriander, it really brings out, it really feels fresh. It makes it so fresh because like aubergine is not one of those vegetables that tastes fresh on its own. And I think the white rice vinegar, it adds like a sour. Ooh, okay, the chili got me, but it's not spicy, but it's like, you know, when it gets you at the back of your throat. And because the aubergine is like so juicy and it's like already sucked up some of the sauce, and so it's like shooting the chili like right at the back of my throat. But as I was saying about the rice vinegar, it adds like I guess a tone of sourness to it. My belly is satisfied. Let's get on to ratings. Okay, in terms of taste, I think I give it a 4.5, just because like it is an amazing dish and it's really refreshing, and like, and it is hitting like almost all of the taste buds, and I emphasize on almost because, like, you know, there's these taste buds like right here, and I don't know how to explain it, but it's like right under your tongue and it's like right at the back of your mouth, and when you eat like an amazing dish, and like it hits here and it's like ignites all, like your whole palate, all of your taste buds, and this dish isn't actually doing that, but it is really, really tasty. So that's the reason I would give it a 4.5. In terms of ease of sauce, I don't think I got any of these ingredients from an Oriental supermarket. I literally think you can find every single ingredient. Like, for example, like I got my stuff at Asda. Like, the aubergine you can find anywhere. And then you've got your garlic, your coriander, and then all of the sauces. Like sesame oil is very easy to find nowadays as well. And so is soy sauce and white rice vinegar. So it was literally like, I'm gonna give that 5 out of 5. This is the first recipe so far in this series that has actually got full marks. And then in terms of difficulty, like I think it would have taken about 15 to 20 minutes if I didn't have to film or make the rice, etc. Like literally it was so easy, like so easy. I think the most difficult part of all of this, I would say, is was probably the peeling of the aubergine. Like you saw how I struggled, and I'm not sure whether that's user error or maybe the aubergine was just too ripened. But yeah, it was 5 out of 5 again. So overall, literally I had to do some maths on this. I had to get a calculator out. I was like, but overall 4.83 out of 5. That is a number, right? That is a number, but 4.83 out of 5. I'm not sure if that is the highest one so far, actually. It might actually be the highest one, so definitely try this dish because it is amazing. So that is everything. I'm gonna go eat this dish now for my lunch. And so guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below of any cookbooks you do want to see in the future, and you may see it on the channel soon. But for now, peace. So this is the steamer, the steaming basket that I used once upon a time without any grease-proof paper. Oh, actually, in fact, I might have actually used it on the bottom, but I didn't use it around the sides. And I never really use it around the sides, but I think I put it too close to the side. And look, you can still see, like, you know, bao. I made some of those, and look at this. I cannot get it off. It's like cement. Oh, I just got it off. Haha, happy days.